Hi guys, in today's video I will be sharing with you things that you need inside of your sparring bag. These things are mostly medical supplies, but some of these things are a little bit too big to put in your sparring bag, so it might be something you want to keep at home or in your car in case you need it. But first we're going to cover medical supplies inside your sparring bag. Then we're going to cover other medical supplies that you might want if you do martial arts. So all of this stuff is for mostly athletes that are really serious about martial arts. And if you're really serious about martial arts, you might get injured a lot, and that's just part of the sport. So here's some things that you should have inside of your sparring bag. Okay guys, let's get into the video. So the first thing of things you should have inside your sparring bag, get a little clear pouch and put all of your medical supplies in it. These are small things that can fit inside your sparring bag that I really do recommend. So let's start. The first thing is, if you can, get an inhaler, especially if you spar a lot. Even if you do forms or kata, you could get out of breath really easily, depending on how much you push yourself. And sometimes you can't catch your breath, so this does really help, and it's good to have it inside your sparring bag. The next thing that's really small that would fit in your sparring bag are essential oils. So this one is peppermint and this one is called Breathe, and they help a lot if you're sparring and maybe you went a little bit too hard. Smelling this helps a lot, and it helps just like wake you up. So this is really helpful. The next thing is BioFreeze, and I really recommend this. So this is what it looks like, and you can just roll it on. It's a roller, and this really helps with any type of pain, not like cuts. Not if anything's bleeding, I wouldn't recommend that, but like broken bones, anything really painful like that, maybe a muscle injury, you pulled your hamstring, this helps and this makes it less painful. At least for me it does. The next thing are these tampons, and what this is, it's for your nose. If your nose ends up bleeding, what happens is you put it up your nose and it expands and it stops your nose from bleeding. So these are really helpful, so you're not using like toilet paper or something to stop your nose from bleeding. Like if you get a bloody nose or a broken nose, these help a lot. I have never used one of these, thank God, but I'm glad I have it in case something does happen. And the other thing that goes with this are finger splints. You should get finger splints in case you get a broken finger. I can't find mine, but finger splints and tampons, you should get them. Next thing you should have in your sparring bag is a little medical thing full of bandages. So in mine, this is what mine looks like. I have ibuprofen in here because that helps with soreness, or if you got an injury, that would help too. But Advil, Tylenol, anything like that, put in your sparring bag. And then of course, bandages. So little bandages, big bandages, gauze, blister bandages. These are really helpful, especially for martial arts. We're always on our feet, so blister bandages help a lot. Yeah. The next thing to go with the band-aids is some antibacterial cream. You can do a spray too, but normally the bottle's bigger and it might not fit in your bag. So Neosporin works really good too. You can also put Bactine in your sparring bag if you want. Like I said, the bottle's really big, so I just put like Neosporin. Last two like med things you should have in your bag is some type of tape, specifically surgical tape. It stays on really good and it's sticky, and it's kind of like cloth, so it doesn't really hurt your feet if you need to wrap your feet. I personally wrap my feet a lot with this. You can use it on anything though. And the other thing is vet wrap. As you can tell, I used mine a lot already, but this helps a lot in case you need to wrap something. The next thing that you should have in your sparring bag is a nail file and nail clippers. You'll be surprised how many times you get like a broken toenail or something, and sometimes you can't continue unless you chop it off so it doesn't cut your partner. So I really recommend this too. The next two things that you might want in your sparring bag, but maybe you can keep it in your car, is a knee brace or a knee sleeve. So here's mine. You can have one for both knees or just one knee, just in case you get a knee injury or you need it. And then a wrist brace. This is really helpful, especially after board breaking or anything like that. But if you do martial arts and you're really serious, you should always wear knee sleeves no matter what. Maybe not like a knee brace, but a knee sleeve. I wear mine all the time. It really prevents knee injuries, so you guys should get yours. And if you're wondering where I got most of this stuff, the main stuff that's big, like the knee sleeves, will be linked in my description down below. One thing I'm not going to group in with my sparring medical stuff because it's not really medical, but it's something you should probably have inside your sparring bag, and that's a Cliff Bar or a protein bar, some type of protein bar in case your sugar crashes or you need it, you feel like you're going to pass out. Protein bar. I really like Cliff Bars. They're super high in protein. but it does have a ton of sugar in it. It has like 17 grams of sugar. So if you don't want a lot of sugar, go for a clean bar or an RX bar. An RX bar is like the best protein bar you can get. The last thing that you should have inside your sparring bag, well, the last thing I can think of at least, that I have in my sparring bag is Magic Molecule Spray. So this is what it looks like. This stuff, is pretty expensive, but it's really good. It's a skin cleanser, so you can use it on anything. Cuts, scrapes, burns, you name it. You can use it on a lot of different things. But what I like using it for, since it is antibacterial, is you spray it on your feet right after training. And that just helps so you don't get like athlete's foot or something if the mats are really dirty, depending on where you're training. If you're training at home, you probably don't need it. But if you're going to like a dojo or something and it's not very sanitary, or a gym, this is really good. So get that. And if you can get a pouch and store this inside your sparring bag, that's all great. This is all really small stuff and it's super useful. Okay, now we're getting into things you should have in your car or at home for martial arts, for athletes, people who train really seriously. You should probably get this stuff. So the first thing is bigger bandages. These are really big, so they probably wouldn't fit in your sparring bag, but these are really nice. You can put them anywhere for cuts or blisters. So those are really nice to have. The next thing is an ace bandage. I use these so much. If you can fit this in your sparring bag, you should. I can't, so it's not in my sparring bag. My sparring bag is really full, but these are super helpful. I've used this so much just to wrap my foot. The next thing that you should get just at home or in your car, anything, is surgical tape. I had a teeny tiny roll in my sparring bag. You might need more for bigger injuries, so it's really important to get a big box of it. The other thing that's really important to have as an athlete that trains a lot is gauze. Gauze is really important. These are gauze squares, so they're pretty big, but there's also smaller ones and you can cut them if you need to. And this is great to go with your vet wrap also if you need to wrap something. As an athlete, if you train a lot, because sometimes with martial arts, we have classes outside where you need to wear shoes and socks. If you don't have the right socks, you can get blisters on your feet really fast. These are the socks that I recommend, and these socks are amazing. I will link them down below. They're anti-blister and they're water resistant. And that's the two main things you need to look for if you're looking for socks, especially for martial arts or running. This is what they look like. I believe they come in white and also like pastel and gray colors. I got the black ones just because black's more practical for training. But this is what they look like. So what's really cool about these socks is the back of it is like super cushy, and that's for blisters, so that way you don't get blisters on the back, or hopefully you don't. For me, I don't. And then this is what they look like. It has arch support at the bottom, so it's tight right there to help with your arch support. And yeah, they're water resistant, and when you actually put your foot in them, you can see, I don't know if it will show on camera, but you can see like your skin through them, so it's breathable. So they're really nice. Okay, last two things that I really recommend. These have been life-changing for me, honestly. First one is a TENS machine. These are electrical, and it sends little like electric pulses into your muscles, and it helps with soreness, especially with back pain. For a couple years, I would just pull my back constantly. This is like the only thing that made it go away, other than like stretching all the time. So this is what it looks like. So here's your TENS machine, and you can just like hook it to your pants or whatever you want. And then you open it, and that's to control the setting. I normally put it on like a 3 or a 4. It depends on where you put it. If you put it on a 4 in some places, it might be like really zappy. But if you put it on like a 1, you might not feel it. So you just have to play around with it. And then of course it comes with like the cords for it and the pads that you can stick on your skin. But this has helped me so much with martial arts and just with gym training, anything in general. When I'm sore, it helps so much. TENS machine, I will link it down below in my description box. Final thing, this one is even better than the TENS machine. This is a massage gun. These help so much with muscle soreness. If I use this right after training, my muscle soreness, for me, might not for you, but for me, it almost completely goes away. So you do need to charge it, and it does come with a charging cable and all the little tools to put at the end of it for different types of your body, and it helps a lot for any type of muscle soreness, whatever, even on your neck. I just don't recommend using it on your head. Don't do that. That would be bad. But neck, legs, arms, anywhere you want. Okay guys, that's the end of today's video. I hope this was helpful. Some of this stuff you can put inside your sparring bag. Some of this stuff you might not want to, but this is a lot of the stuff that I use. I've been doing martial arts for going on 7 years now, so all of this stuff is really useful to me. Hopefully it'll be useful to you too, and I really recommend this. So yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.